see dead nickels. Hey, what the gang do? What the business is? You already know it's your country king, folks. Shawty KING, the king with the gangs, all that good shit like that there, little buddy. And welcome back to the E3 2018 motherfucking aftermath. You know your boy got you. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about Resident Evil 2, the motherfucking remake. And boy, oh me, oh my, I think I done fucked too many bitches from the 305. Not really, I ain't getting no pussy out of 305, but Resident Evil 2 look good as a motherfucker. The remake, that is. Now, I know pretty much everybody knows what the fuck Resident Evil is, and I highly suggest if you guys haven't, man, you need to go fuck with that Resident Evil 7, that Biohazard 7. That shit was a fantastic game. It looked great, it played great, and thankfully, they were able to make it do what it do because they're taking that same engine and bringing it back to one of the Resident Evil series, hold on, let me try it again. Resident Evil's most adored entry in the franchise, Resident Evil 2. So for you younger folk, or for you people that weren't really into Resident Evil, what Resident Evil 2 was, it was kind of like watching Zelda go from Link to the Past into Zelda 64. You know what I'm saying? The Ocarina of Time, if you will. That's kind of what it was like. Resident Evil 1, it was a great game for the time, but Resident Evil 2 kind of took it up a notch with the narrative, really setting the atmosphere, really putting you into place as you go through Raccoon City as Rookie Raccoon PD, you know what I'm saying, the Raccoon Police Department Officer Leon S. Kennedy, man. And it just set the shit on fire. Of course, we had Claire Redfield as well, sister to Chris Redfield in the game. But man, was Resident Evil 2 so fucking special for its time. The only thing that really marred it was the graphics, but it was a PlayStation game. And the motherfucking controls, because it had the now infamous tank controls that ain't nobody fucking with. Nigga, if you put tank controls in your game in 2018, you might get shot. Alright, believe that. Resident Evil 2 was a dope combination of ideas and gameplay concepts and conceits. A lot of shit that was kind of advanced for its time. And I mean, like I said, for the time, it was just amazing. It was scary. It was just fantastic for a PlayStation game. But now, with the Resident Evil 2 remake, I mean, motherfucker, when I saw the guy, let me just start off by saying I didn't really see too much coming from the Resident Evil 2 remake. I've been hearing murmurings about the game coming out next year, and I was like, who the fuck want to go back to Resident Evil 2, man? What can they really do to make Resident Evil 2 like pop and sing like that? And man, did I have my socks, pants, drawers, balls to the I had everything blown off my motherfucking body, man, because they took that Resident Evil Biohazard 7 engine and just really just fucking utilize it to the max with Resident Evil 2, the remake. The graphical presentation is gonna be like up here, man. It's not gonna be too many motherfucking games coming out anytime soon that's really gonna match what the fuck the Resident Evil 2 remake is doing. I mean, from the character faces to the textures to the lighting. Oh shit, the motherfucking lighting, bruh. That shit has like really no equal. It looks so goddamn good, man. Don't worry, I'm gonna be linking in the description the gameplay footage that I saw that you guys can see. It was like 20 minutes long, a big chunk, a big bite of gameplay, so you can really, you know, get an idea of what the game is gonna be bringing to the table. Now, for those that have played Resident Evil 2, the OG version, don't worry, Resident Evil 2, the remake, is gonna be restructuring some things, and now you're gonna be in the third person behind the back camera. And I was kind of scared. I thought they might be doing a first-person Resident Evil 2, but the motherfuckers at Capcom, they be smart sometimes and put you in a third-person gameplay angle very similar to Resident Evil 4. I just really can't explain it, man. I mean, I know you guys are seeing the footage in the background right now as the video is playing out, but I'm telling you, man, like, you really need to go watch the actual gameplay demonstration, because I mean, the vibe, the atmosphere, nigga, I was scared. I don't get scared at much. I don't get scared at video games at all, but I'm telling you, bro, the fucking vibe, the atmosphere of what they're able to do with that lighting engine. I mean, you can't barely see shit, and you hear that, you know, that goddamn zombie be jiggling on your ass, and you gotta cap them. And I mean, from the impact of the bullets, like the holes, the marks it leaves on the zombies, the fact that I read and heard that they're going to be utilizing some kind of system to kind of simulate you being scared while you're aiming. It sounds like it might be frustrating, but I think it also might add a lot to the atmosphere. And this game has bucket fucking loads of atmosphere, man. Like being in the police department again after all these years with such graphical fidelity, I mean, it just brought the kid out of me again. Like a lot of these games have been doing these remakes and remasters and shit like that, just really taking my nostalgia level to the max and then up some more, and the shit just looks fucking beautiful. I know I keep remarking about the graphics, but that's really what's gonna sell this game, because it's not really much they can do with the old school style of Resident Evil. You know, you're saying you're behind the back, you're shooting, but that atmosphere really grabs you. And we haven't even seen the worst of it yet. We haven't seen the alligator in the sewer. I don't think they showed the liquor in that video. I mean, you saw the guy, but you didn't really see the liquor. And I remember how scared I was the first time the liquor showed up in Resident Evil 2. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna piss my pants once again whenever that motherfucker show up in the remake. Besides all that, I think the same puzzle elements are gonna be there. So the same, you know, finding trinkets to put in slots to be able to open doors. And speaking of opening doors, they still have that opening the door animation that, you know, you kind of love and hated at the same time from the old school Resident Evil games. But now it's all one big map, because you know those doors just used to hide the loading screens. Now it's all just one big map. These zombies will fucking follow you, bro. If you can't, like, I guess lock the door or like bar the door up, they coming for you. And that's also something else I noticed in the gameplay, is the fact that they're going to give you tools to build like the board up windows, and I'm guessing doors as well. So that's pretty cool that they're giving you a way around being surprise attacks. So that's kind of going to change up some things a little bit, because I don't recall if that was in Resident Evil 2. I could be mistaken, but that's going to really open up some slightly different gameplay avenues. Now, for you big fans of the original game, don't worry, the two separate stories are still going to be there. So you got one half of the story as Leon, and then another half of the story is Claire. So both of those are going to be in there. Now, what they didn't do, they didn't keep the zap system from the original Resident Evil 2. And I didn't really fuck around with it too much. I kind of just beat the game like, I gotta get the hell up out of there. This shit too much for me. But the zap system, I think it kind of changed the playthroughs for the different characters, and you can kind of like transfer items between characters. And it just, you know, kind of randomized, or should I say, like, you know, made some different changes to the main game. So it kind of seemed like a fresh experience, but the zap system is gone, but you still will be able to play as both of the characters. So don't worry, man, they got you covered on that. And speaking of both of the motherfucking characters, man, I don't know what the fuck they did to Claire, man. That bitch looked rough. Nah, Claire had, you know, she looked rough back on the original Resident Evil 2, but around Resident Evil Code Veronica, they found that bitch swag, and they done took that shit all the way back. She don't even look like a red-haired white girl no more. She look like a brunette. She look like something totally different. I'm hoping they adjust the facial structure of Claire, because it doesn't look like the Claire I know. She looked like a Japanese anime chibi bitch with a grown body. I don't fucking know. But besides all that, man, I mean, like I said, the atmosphere is there, the graphical presentation is there. It's coming out in February, bro. So February of 2019 is gonna be fucking crazy. I'm gonna be broke, you gonna be broke. We're gonna be broke together, but goddamn it, we're gonna be playing some dope ass games on top of all that. But yeah, man, I mean, it's not really too much more that I can say about Resident Evil 2, the remake. Like I said, it's kind of like Resident Evil 4 mashed with Resident Evil 2. And I think it's probably one of the best games I saw at E3 as far as like the kind of game I would want to play. So I can't wait for that to drop next year, and I'll play that with you guys. But like I said, man, check the video link in the description, man. Make sure you go watch that gameplay. You won't be disappointed. And I think that's going to kill it for the Resident Evil 2 remake. One of my favorite games I saw at E3. You know what I'm saying? The E3 motherfucking aftermath. Man, that shit look on point, man. And if you never played Resident Evil 2, boy, this is gonna be the best way to play. But you know how it go, man. You guys make sure y'all check me out at all the links flashing on your screen right now. And make sure y'all come follow me on facebook.com/kinglandmedia, man. I really need you guys' help. So please, you know, share my content. Let your other gamer friends know, or whoever you think might enjoy my content, let them know. Drop a follow for your boy. I'm just trying to get 100 followers on Facebook so I can get more involved in that facebook.gg community. But besides that, you guys, please continue hitting the comments. Let me know what your favorite games from E3 were, so we can talk about that shit. And I'm on Instagram as well, Twitter as well. So you guys just make sure you log into those motherfuckers and follow me there as well, so you can stay up to date with your boy and all the content that I'm gonna be putting out, man. Cause I'm telling you, man, we turn up the work, man. I'm turning up the notch on the motherfucking work output. Anyway, you know how it go. Games, tech, success, the fuck else you need. I need some brains, nigga. brains. And we out there, bitch. Yeah.